Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Adventure Built. I've got something very, very special for you that only happens once ever. TJ just turned 16. We're going to Colorado for a week. There's going to be a lot of adventures, a lot of off-roading, a lot of mountain biking, a lot of rock climbing. Stay tuned. We finally made it to the first camp. We're just past Silverton. Silverton is a really cool town. I think it's at like 10,000 feet, but it
feels like it.
Yeah, it feels like it. It's a cool old mining town. It's definitely grown a lot in the last 18 years since the first time I've seen it. But what'd you think of Silverton?
Pretty cool. It's small, but nice.
Yeah. So we just drove through really quick. We're losing light. We had to get to this really sweet camp spot, and we got to set up camp. So let me show you this sweet spot we found. Thank you, Overlander, for this little doozy. This camp spot definitely has it all. It's got a river, it's got a huge fire ring, not such level ground for trucks, but we threw some rocks on there. We're 3 degrees downslope, so we're probably sliding each other all night long, but is what it is. It is so worth it to have the beauty. I mean, just the smell of the forest is such a far cry from what we've been dealing with the desert here lately. So doesn't get any better than this. Keep blowing on it. Did you make a fire?
No,
Maybe.
you did.
I'm pretty sure you got a solid assist on that one.
Yeah.
Good
It
job, dude.
still is very hard though. Nothing would catch.
Well, that's why they call it fire science, bro. Our campsite is situated right underneath one of the mining cable cart towers, and the cables go right over the camp. So the mine is up in the mountains and the facility is by the road, which is just peeking through the trees over here.
That would be very fun.
Now we're doing the Alpine loop. We're starting from Silverton, we're headed towards Lake City, and it's gonna be amazing.
Amazing.
You gotta say, you gotta say do it.
Oh yeah. Do it. Is that how he says it?
Do it, yeah.
Do it.
That's for Uncle Trev.
We're going to the Alpine Loop.
This behind me is the remnants of the Plain Streak mine. Now this mine has obviously been closed for quite a while. The building is completely gone. All the wooden structure of it's gone. All that's left is the concrete foundation. But what's really cool is there's actually a slot canyon that kind of cuts the mine in half. And we were just kind of checking it out, and we're actually going to throw some shorts on, take our shoes and socks off, and we're gonna wade in the water, which is freezing. We're gonna wade in a little bit and see what's back there, because we already saw a couple air shafts that kind of go right at water level. So we just want to go see what's back there. It's kind of cool. All right, big guy, what are we doing now?
We are climbing up a mine, what's it called? Mine building thing? I don't really know what it's called.
It's like the foundation of where the mine used to be.
Yeah, that. We're doing
But there's
that.
a really, the way it's stair-stepped and super, super cool.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Let's see if it's any cool stuff up here.
Very steep though. Made it. Didn't make it. Animal.
All right, we're gonna keep going up.
We're not stopping now.
Which way you want to go?
I think we should go that way.
Okay. Be careful, you're gonna like launch stuff on the top of you.
That's true.
This really may not be Dad of the Year material, letting my son climb up this, but this is adventure, and honestly, he loves this. Like this is gonna be a vacation he will always remember. Is that a smart way to go up, or you wanna go up the other way?
This is a good way.
This piece of steel right here is obviously a square piece that they twisted. I don't know if that is kind of a way to make the concrete stick to it as a rebar material, but it's amazing. I don't even know how these guys got these parts up here back in the day to build this. All horse-drawn carriage and wagons and ugh.
That was a bad one. There's like, it looks like wraps. It smells so old.
Yeah.
It smells like,
You could tell this is where the roof caved in. I hope no one was in here when that happened.
like,
This entire foundation is a stair-step construction, and it seems like each step we go up has just newer and cooler and something completely different, little hidden treasures. This whole thing is just phenomenal.
there's a... Cool, that's where they keep the bears. On many levels.
Boop. That was pretty cool. This is the official top of the mine structure. Obviously this is not really the mine. This is where they processed all of the ore and minerals that they took out of the mine. The mine is further up the mountain, but this is the end of the actual structure of it. We're really high up here.
I'd rather rock climb a freaking Mount Everest.
You got it, big guy. But yeah, this was super, super cool. It's kind of steep, kind of scary, very loose. Be very, very, very cautious if you're going to come explore this, because like I said, it's steep, Definitely a lot of loose, crumbly structure that is right above your head. So just be very, very cautious, but if you are willing and are daring enough, it is 100% worth it.
Yes.
Yes.
It's very old looking and historic. It's very historic. Yeah.
Oh, to be 16 again. Must be so nice. And when you're coming down, it's super loose. Go one at a time. You don't want to launch a bunch of rocks and debris down on the person below you. So stagger your descent down so you don't end up hurting someone unintentionally. You all right? Good?
Yay!
Made it!
We did it! Only cuts and maybe sprained wrist, but it's fine. Probably not though.
Let me see your cut.
My hands are all nasty.
We made it down to the bottom safe and sound. A couple scratches, couple bumps and bruises. Nothing we need to go to the hospital for.
Nope.
Somebody might have hit his wrist because he is wrist accident prone. But that was amazing. This little spot on the Alpine Loop has got so much going on. We're headed up to Animus Forks where there's an old ghost mining town. And over here, you've got a huge, amazing waterfall with this super, just little quaint cabin next to it. The waterfall runs down into the big river here. Over here, a still active mine with a bridge that washed out. So now those guys got to rebuild it before they can get back to mining. But God, this has just got so much to offer as far as views and just things to look at and just take in. But I mentioned I'm out of breath from walking uphill for 3 minutes. This is quite the elevation change, but I'd move here in a heartbeat. Don't tell my wife, she's gonna live anywhere near something like this. Right now we're in Grouse Gulch, which is between Eureka and Animus Forks, and we came across this huge avalanche area. Now you can see up on the mountaintop here, this is where the avalanche was triggered, and it came down through this big valley here, and the whole thing settled right here. Some of these snow in here is 12 feet tall. That is truly powerful.
This is gonna be the first time Rick's gonna be driving through snow because there's no snow in Arizona, so it's gonna be the first. Almost died. It's gonna be the first time.
Honestly, I really thought this late into the season, all the snow would be gone. I'm actually surprised at how much snow's still up here. It's actually quite a bit.
Snow. Like, look at right there. There's a ton of snow right there.
There's quite a bit.
Getting some spring clean drinking water, hopefully. Hopefully it tastes good. Let's take a sip. Tastes like the same as just regular water. Okay. It's just cold and nice. Refreshing. So what you doing, Dad?
So Tristan filled up my Life water bottle with actual from a mountain spring water. So I'm gonna take a drink. Hope it's good. Ooh, that's some fine H2O right there.
Well, if we get sick, we're definitely not canceling the trip. That's for sure.
It's gonna do it with a diaper on. Look at sandwich?
We're at Animus Forks Historic Site,
Where's that at?
Colorado.
What's their elevation right now?
Like 11,000 feet.
And what is Animus Forks?
It's an abandoned mining town.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
So what's for lunch today?
Pastrami cheese turkey sandwiches.
And
Chips and strawberries.
And
Coconut water.
yeah. Animus Forks is basically a historic town way up here in the mountains. And this is, I'm pretty sure this is where the Animus River splits. And one side goes down one side of the mountain, one side goes down towards Durango. So this is the initiating point of two rivers, which is pretty cool. Also, Animus Forks is a historic site. The state of Colorado maintains this as a tourist attraction for people up here. We're gonna go check out exactly what Animus Forks is and what's cool about it.
Howdy, neighbor.
They do a really good job of keeping these maintained. You can tell there's new construction trying to hold the old construction together, but this is really, really cool. The floors creak like crazy.
Did I scare you?
Yeah, super scared me.
Yes.
I kind of wish I knew what all of these smaller buildings are. I don't know if it's like a storehouse or a post office or just a storage room. It's just kind of, they're super small. I don't know if they would be small enough or big enough to actually be a house. I hope they last a long, long time. You could tell all the buildings are starting to lean, a lot of water damage. Obviously, they're maintaining the roofs, but they're leaving the sides kind of rustic looking, which means it's all exposed timber, which means the water is going to eventually reclaim all of this.
Look over here on the park. There's a little toilet.
Yeah, it's that house.
Chimneys.
Most of the houses have this material on the wall. I don't know if this was more for decoration or for adding just a little bit of insulation to the building, but it is pretty much on every wall of this entire house.
Animus Forks was awesome. We're headed to Lake City now. What was that? You gotta pack it more, boy. Like this. Oh. Right foot. Yes! Yes!
So one, Tristan got me good with the snowball right in the butt, so I owe him one. And keep that right here. Two, we are probably at 11,800 feet, I would say, because Animus Forks is 11,300, and we've been climbing quite a ways up to this big bowl. We're almost at Hurricane Pass. I'm hiking up to get some video, and TJ is going to be driving up this crazy looking area, but very tame in all aspects of off-roading.
Up, down. Okay, I remember. sure good and good. We're going. We're good. Need a ride?
How was that?
It was pretty fun.
How was driving at almost 12,000 feet?
We're actually at 12,240 right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh my God. Holy crap. There's so much snow right here.
What do you think, big guy?
It's fun. Driving is a little scary in a brand new, nice truck.
Well, all you have to do is don't drive it off a cliff and you'll be just fine.
Okay. Jeez, I just want to
TJ is about to drive over his very first huge, obviously very high up, Colorado Pass. This is Cinnamon Pass, and quite an accomplishment for a 16-year-old to drive over his very first 12,600 foot pass.
Need a ride?
All right, dude.
Boom.
What do you think? Your very first Colorado Pass, driving it. What do you think?
It was pretty fun. I had to go into 4 low because I couldn't get up a rock. But other than that, it's pretty cool.
Would you do it again?
Chilly. Yeah, I would do it again.
Cool.
I would drive down that right now.
Yeah, get your own truck, kid. We're having an issue with power. Up at these altitudes, engines don't want to work real well. Obviously, a lack of oxygen equals a lack of power in the motor. So we had to put in a full low to kind of get up a pretty steep part of the trail. But we got up it. I wouldn't say no problems.
I got it up it.
We made it happen. It's raining, but this is crazy. There's an avalanche that came down this little part of the mountain here, knocked down every single tree. And TJ and I were looking at it going, oh my God, look at all the damage that avalanche caused. And this was a few years ago, I'm sure, because this was here last year when I was here. And there's a house up there that probably watched this avalanche go right past them. The house is on like a little outcropping of the rock, so it's not right in the avalanche path. But I'm sure if it was a big enough one, that would be, they'd be in some serious trouble. But that is crazy. One, I don't know how they get up there. Two, it's impressive they're actually able to build up there because we're over 12,000 feet and it's on the side of a mountain. And three, the avalanche danger has got to make you a little nervous in the wintertime. So what time did you first say sunset was?
I thought it was 6:29 because I'm bad at reading military time.
So what does the military time say?
It says it's 20:29.
Okay.
So
what time is that in real world?
8:29.
8:29, yeah. It's alright, dude. It's a learning process. Hashtag math.
You're Why did you say it like that? Hashtag math.
Our very first water crossing and in the rain. This is shaping up to be quite a trip. There's only a 20% chance of rain today, but a 100% chance of rain tomorrow. I think we got it just a little bit early. So we ended up catching a lot of rain coming down from Cinnamon Pass. Our goal was to get to Lake City tonight, and we're here, and we're actually at Lake San Cristobal. Look at that. Such a cool lake. And this is a rock cliff that looks over the lake. Let me show you. We made it to the campsite just outside Lake City. This is campground Whooperman campground. There's only 6 sites here. It's pretty cool. It's kind of remote. It's definitely on a less improved road, which is good.
We can see the lake from here. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
That is the cool part. We can definitely see Lake San Cristino. Crispino.
No idea.
I don't remember now. I think it's Cristino. But yeah,
Cristino.
We can see the lake from our campsite, which is definitely 1 thumb up.
2 thumbs up.
That wraps up day 1 of the Alpine Loop. Check back next week for the continuation of our adventure.